Hello and welcome to Shobocast Who. This episode we're talking about the Ninth Doctor's return to Big Finish and pure speculation. That was Christopher Eccleston who went. Right, so with me are the other Shabo guys from the podcast. Introduce yourselves one by one. Dan, Cameron, Dan.
Which Dan?
You. you. Right, Dan, Cameron. Dan, Cameron, free cheese.
Go.
You just introduced us.
Nah, come on. At least say something. Right, basically, I've rewatched series 1 because I wanna get a good idea of what they're gonna do for the Ninth Doctor audios because I'm very excited. And that's £90 I'll never see again. So
£90?
If you get the bundle, if you get them separately, it'll be more.
That's that's about £5,000.
Yeah, it's almost £1 million. He's gonna have 12 new adventures, and I thought, what are they like? So I've been having a go, like having a look on that, see what there is to do. They could go like a season before series 1 type thing. Or they could do like, since they released 4 episodes, well, since it's 4 box sets, 3 episodes at a time. Do like all set at different times, so there could be like 2 with just the Ninth Doctor and 2 with Jack, or like Jack and Rose and 1 with Rose or whatever. So I was looking at the stories. First of all, how excited are we that Big Chris is back?
Big boy Chris.
Never have to listen to shit-colour Briggs ever again. Sorry. But his impression's literally the worst. It's worse than that pun. It's the worst.
It's good that he's back. I'm glad he's managed to put it all behind him and
it's so
feel
good
that he can return.
Like,
he's been more open about it, hasn't he?
The fact that he didn't know how loved he was is just heartbreaking. Like,
yeah.
Proper. It's even more miserable than Adric's death. So first off, I've now got 13 ideas because I forgot about the JFK assassination. So I'll start off by saying they can't do Titanic because Nicholas Briggs blew his load too early and done a short trip about it. And you'll never guess who voices him in it. Nicholas Briggs. So you know it's shit. But so yeah, wasted idea there. Never get that again. All we've got, the only good thing to come out of that's Russell's shit Photoshop of it. Then there's the JFK assassination. What would you want out of that? Like, would it be good?
I don't know. I don't really want them to go down the route of just doing the things that had been mentioned in the background.
Well,
like that's not the kind of thing I want to see.
I've got 5 of these. So.
No, if I ruined the video now.
Yeah. So basically.
I wouldn't mind seeing it, but I'd like
it just doesn't interest me.
It's just the JFK assassination. Maybe throw an alien in there or something, and they're going to clone him to take over the world.
Here's a better question. JFK assassination, would you want it to take place pre-Rose, or that bit near the end where he just before he comes back and says, did I mention it also travels in time?
I think it's real dumb that How long is it that's meant to be in between those two things?
There's no given time, so he could have his whole Big Finish box set, Jordan, then for all we know.
I think that's fucking stupid.
But imagine he gets like a new companion in that time, yeah? He's gone for 13 episodes, which could be years of his life. And then he's like, I remember that blonde girl from that one time fucking years ago. Left there hanging, didn't I? Like,
it's silly. It's silly.
But I also love how silly it is. Because I don't want him to get a new companion, but I'd love him to just be off, like, on the Titanic, Jordan, them. But, you know, we won't see that because of fucking Nicholas Briggs. But we also have a lot to thank him for, because without him, he wouldn't be back at all. So, you know, bittersweet. Ignore the JFK bit then, because that weren't on the actual list. So I've got 12 ideas for 12 episodes.
Here we go. Here we go.
Number 1, Genghis Khan. Who yesterday was cancelled.
He's been cancelled.
Yeah.
Oh no!
So, touchy subject at the moment, Genghis Khan. But you know,
I've got a Genghis Khan thing up in my house.
If they do a Genghis Khan episode now, then they'll have to admit the Doctor Who's politically correct. Wouldn't go that
Not
far.
really. My dad used to work in Mongolia,
I'm
and it was
I'm
a
more of a
gift from the
casual.
people he worked with.
A gift? A cardboard
Yeah,
cutout,
it's
did you say?
picture of. No, it's a picture of
Oh.
Genghis Khan with a small bow and quiver and mounted on like
How-
some leather to hang on a wall.
How long ago was Genghis Khan, roughly? Before
800
cameras?
years ago? Yes, but it was just before cameras, I believe.
It's a
So it's not a...
painting of what we think he looked
right.
like.
Well, that's fun. Do you know what always annoys me? You don't know what dinosaurs sound like. Pisses me off, that.
Wasn't this
Ruined.
video about Doctor Who?
It is. Dinosaurs on a spaceship. No, I'm joking. Second idea. He said he was at the fall of Troy. I also haven't checked to see if these are just classic episodes, but I don't think that any of them are. So,
I don't think so. He's never met Genghis Khan before.
yeah. And there's never ever been an episode of the fall of Troy because of the prop that they'd made. So, I reckon the fall
What,
of Troy
you mean
is quite a good one.
A giant wooden horse.
Yeah, I don't think the
Have
classic
you not
series
seen
could
one
pull that
type?
off. Oh, they might have bought. Yeah, maybe. But
Like,
either
can you
way,
just
there
use a
isn't one.
cardboard cutout and only show it from one side?
Well, it was. I thought you right now. Yeah, we don't want to be borrowing that prop. Dan's very quiet, isn't he? Is Dan still here?
Because he's not
I think
here, that's why I asked.
Dan left. Jesus,
How did you
that's
not notice?
rough. Because I just didn't. But anyway,
Like, the screen went down from 4 icons to 3.
So the next one, World War 5. I mean, that one's a bit. He's already had World War 3. Wait, not a proper World War 3.
Is that in reference to anything that's happened?
He says he was at World War 5 at some point. I'm just when I was watching it, I was looking for references to places that he says he's been, because I'm trying to think what a Big Finish gonna pull out, because I reckon they'll pull out the original stories, but they could
I would prefer original stuff.
I'd prefer like a mix of both, like tying them in as well as
Yeah.
their own. I reckon that'd be good.
Yeah.
I reckon. Oh, Dan's back.
Woo!
Dan, I realised you were gone. I'm not sure how long after you left.
It's okay.
But
I
so
do that.
I said the fall of number 2 was the fall of Troy, and number 1 was Genghis Khan. And then World War 5, and then I'm not very clued up on American history apart from like gangsters and shit like that, 9/11. But the Boston Tea Party. Is that that's about
Yeah, he
racism or
does
something,
mention
isn't
that,
it?
doesn't he? No, that was part of the American Revolution.
Yeah.
That's it.
Would
that be successful?
we
Do you reckon?
Taxes were raised on
the shit out
tea.
of them, so they threw the tea in the harbour.
Yeah.
It was
That-
just after the Boston Massacre, I believe, or just before.
There's another thing we haven't discussed. He's not going to be doing pure historicals, is he? So, what? Aliens and that with Genghis Khan, maybe?
I would
The
love
Daleks
to
and
see.
Genghis Khan. You can't meet the Daleks.
I would love to see him on like Alien, because he never really got to do any.
Yeah, every
Alien
one of his
stuff in his
episodes is
series.
either on Earth or on a satellite in Earth's orbit.
Yeah.
I would love to see him on some alien worlds doing some weird alien shit.
Yeah. Maybe. I'd like to see aliens at the fall of Troy. That'd be cool. Like, oh.
That's how they got the giant wooden
Imagine,
horse.
imagine there's Orthons at the fall of Troy, like the Roman soldier Orthons.
Oh, just the
And-
Roman soldiers keep changing their outfits
Yeah.
through history.
And it links to like them being in rows, and that's like how he knows that the Nestine's on Earth and that. That'd be cool.
No, because it used warp shunt technology.
Yeah.
And if you read the Rose novelization, the Nestine in that is before the Pandorica opens. It says
yeah,
it's going to try
'cause
and create the Pandorica.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
fair play. Timey-wimey though, innit? So
yeah.
you could have it be that Nestine but travel back or something. Don't know.
Yeah.
Because as we know, he's Boris Johnson.
Yeah.
A stupid Tory cunt. But yeah,
This is your video.
yeah.
Got to love algorithms.
You know, everyone who watches has guessed by now that I'm a Scouser. So, and the best one I found in like just a very offhand mention was the Doctor mentions that Jack's vortex manipulator, not the vortex manipulator, his sonic blaster is from the weapons factories of Villengard.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 12th Doctor meets Rusty there in Twice Upon a Time. So, but he says he's only visited there once because he destroyed it, basically. So
that's one of my favourite Ninth Doctor lines.
Yeah, where he's like, if you're being, he's like, only once.
Mm-hmm.
Just amazing. I'd love to see that. Well, hear it.
Although it isn't the Doctor's had the sonic screwdriver since the second Doctor, so he could have been there as the second Doctor and blown it up.
No, but
that's
like,
how you get the sonic.
I'm assuming all these things he says is his Doctor. Because then he gets more adventures rather than it just... I hate the idea that he just regenerated and went straight to Rose's house. And then... Like, because obviously being around a bit, he just hadn't looked in a mirror. Because as it says in the novelisation, he destroyed them all in the TARDIS, didn't he?
Yeah.
Even though there's a screen there that he can see his reflection in, but you know.
Sorry if you've already like talked about it, but do you think that we're gonna get people who have already been in Series 1 returning? Do you think we're gonna see Jackie
not.
and...
Do you know what?
Or do you think it's just going to be before Rose?
I wouldn't be surprised if the Doctor takes Jackie to space, but I doubt that they'd pull that off.
What do you think the chances of Billie Piper coming back are?
10 out of 10, because she's already done a full box set for them about Rose. And Clive was in it, Dan. It's that one. It's that one.
Oh, the Dimension Cannon.
Yeah, I haven't listened to that.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Big boy Clive.
So those 6 adventures are all the ones with... Well, I had 12 adventures, but one of them's a 2-parter, so technically now there is fully 12 that I've mentioned. Those 6 were pre-Jack and Rose. If they want to do some with Jack and Rose, or Jack, or just Rose. Well, this one specifically is Jack and Rose. Raxacorico Phalloptorius. Return of the Slitheen. Classic 9th Doctor villain. Why would they not want it in the box set? You get to see them take... Margaret Day, Belle Foch, Day Slitheen, or whatever her name is. Back to Gallifrey.
I would be interested to see that. I would love...
Not back to them, fucking Raxacorico Phalloptorius,
I would love some stories with Rose and Jack. I think that's... Because there's an interesting little time period there.
Yeah, you could do loads in that time period.
There's like a massive gap between...
Yeah, there's a gap between... the Doctor Dances and Boomtown.
And then the last one, Boomtown.
Yeah.
As long as we get to hear Westminster Bridge, I'm happy.
Lad, Westminster Bridge slaps so hard. Then Japan, 1336, the Doctor mentions in Bad Wolf. He says that's where they were on the way, so before they were beamed up there. So I'm not sure whether they didn't make it there, or whether they were leaving or whatever. But maybe they could do something there. Be interesting to see them do they could do a robot as a samurai warrior or something like that. But that could be shit. So you never know. And then another idea I just thought, why not? They could have a Krillithane episode. Yeah. Do you know, because the 10th Doctor mentions that he's met the Krillithane before. They look completely different. He could have met them as the 9th Doctor. Just have a Krillithane episode with Jack and Rose. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Jack could be
head back.
Jack could be look, the legs on them. Because
I would be interested. I would be interested to see the return of the Sylvain, but doing something with they change their appearance every time idea.
Yeah.
That's never really got built on.
There's a good comic, I haven't read it yet, but it sounds good, called Doctor Mania, where the Doctor arrives on a planet where there's a TV show about him, and it's made by the Slitheen, and it's trying to con loads of money out of people. It sounds really fun. But the 9th Doctor as well. But
have the Slitheen been back in Doctor Who after the 9th Doctor?
They were in
I know they were in Sarah Jane and
after
stuff,
the 9th
but
Doctor.
have they been in the show proper?
Yeah, they have. They were in The End of Time.
Yeah, there was one in the bar.
Jack in the bar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Go Gacha bar or whatever it's called.
I wish I could go to that bar.
I know, yeah. Pull Captain Jack. Like, maybe even, don't know, there was loads of people there, weren't there? Do you know what you would love to see
haven't been seen before.
I know, yeah. Do you know what I'd love to see return to Doctor Who? The Grask and the Grosk. Just because. And the Absorbloff. Which aliens from classic series or aliens that he's met since then, but not for the first time, would you like to see him meet in a box set? So like an alien that he met as, like, say, the 12th Doctor, but he already had met before the 12th Doctor. Like, the 12th Doctor mentions, I've met these before, or whatever.
He mentions he knows about the Weeping Angels, so...
Yeah,
in
9th Doctor and the Weeping Angels.
Yeah, how do you do a Weeping Angel story in audio, though?
Oh, very well. The 8th Doctor has one, and it's amazing. Oh, it's literally one of the best I've ever heard. And it's got the Meddling Monk in it, too. It's so good. And maybe, I don't think the songs in it.
Something with Churchill to try and get, like, that relationship going for Victory of the Daleks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. By the way, Dan, if you want to get that, it's Volume 4 of the Doom Coalition.
Never mind, I don't have that money.
Yeah. Oh, and the big idea I've got, obviously, this is the 2-parter finale, probably, is a 9th Doctor Cyberman episode. Like, obviously they're going to do a 9th Doctor Cyberman episode, they can't not.
Yeah.
Like, what a missed opportunity if they don't. Because imagine, I'm so excited. There could be one where the 9th Doctor meets the face of Bo. Because he already knew him before that or something. The Mosque of Balhoon.
In 9th Doctor, I don't know what they've done with Big Finish previously with the Impressionists, but a story or two where he just basically goes around the galaxy seeing the effect of the Time War and stuff. It's just like,
that'd be great.
Yeah.
It could be, this was a really lovely thriving planet and now it's a barren desert or something.
There's
That'd be cool.
There's the Titanic one which they wasted, and then there's a 9th Doctor Chronicles box set with Nicholas Briggs as the Impressionist, I'd imagine. Where but I'm not too asked about this because one of the episodes features Adam Mitchell, and the actual Adam Mitchell as well, they managed to get him back.
He probably needs the money now.
Yeah, after that fucking sexual harassment case. So they're all the ideas. Basically, they're definitely going to have a Cyberman story. Whether it's with Rose or pre-Rose. I'd like all these adventures to be pre-Rose. But if
like
each box set jumps about a bit, I wouldn't mind. Like whether like one box set's pre-Rose, one's with Rose, one's with Jack and Rose.
What I'd quite like with the Cyberman one is for it to be set like later on in Jack's timeline. So it could be the Doctor and Jack meet up and it's Jack then goes off to give the message about the timeless child or something to the Doctor.
Oh.
That could be quite interesting, and like we get
the
more
Lone Cyberman.
Lone Cyberman stuff, because that was a good villain. But I don't know if they'd be allowed to do that because it's a current story.
Yeah, because they can't do that now because of the licensing rights. But they could. If Jack's going to be in it, I want it to be Series 1 Jack. What wouldn't you like from the box sets then?
For them to waste the role that they have.
Mm-hmm.
I want it to be a good story that has like distinctive parts and proper character arcs and everything, and not just oh well, here's a story because we've got Christopher Eccleston.
I hope it's like, I hope it has a big like overarching plot rather than like I've just listed just random adventures he's had. Or if they do that, I hope they link them into an arc of some sort.
Yeah,
I don't mind the idea of like every now and then there'll be like an adventure of something he's mentioned before, but I do hope it's not just a checklist of all the things he's ever mentioned.
Yeah, like I've done.
Like this video.
Yeah. One thing that I would absolutely hate is I was watching the Who Addicts the other day, and they mentioned now that he's back, they could have him meet the Master and the Daleks, and I thought, well, no, they couldn't. Because if he meets the Daleks before Dalek, then that just takes the weight out of that episode completely. And if he meets the Master before Utopia,
it fucked everything in Utopia.
Then, yeah.
Everything interesting about the Ninth Doctor, it's kind of rides on the fact if
he meets any other Time Lord, whether it's Rassilon or Rani, the other anyone, the timeless child, he'll be like, well, I'm not alone, am I? And then that takes the weight out of him feeling lonely the entire series, and then meeting the Daleks and realising that the only other person he's got's a Dalek. So he could meet the Rachnos maybe. Don't know. I don't want that. I've listened to the Big Finish story with the Rachnos and it was fucking painful.
Well, no, that's the Rachnos story. Sort of like what I said about the planet being a massive, thriving metropolis and then being a barren desert, because the Rachnos says, you killed our people, you destroyed our planet.
Poor Dan's fucked off. Twice. Yeah.
Is that everything?
Basically, yeah. Christopher Eccleston's Christopher Eccleston.
That one doesn't work.
And we're all very happy. But not about that pun. Yeah, I don't know what the next video I'll ever do will be. But you can listen to the podcast and both Dans will be on it rather than just one. And he doesn't cut out every few minutes and
no, that's normally my job.
Yeah, that's Cameron's job, but this week he's been pretty good. That new laptop's doing bits.
Yeah, I can run Minecraft for this one as well.
If I don't edit this is my longest video by a full 25 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Because my longest video is like 5 minutes or something. Because I just, whenever I'm talking just by myself, I just get it done dead quick because I have nothing to say to myself. But yeah, so, and how did I finish these videos?
How do you finish these videos?
Bye!
In a bit, until next time.